Alright guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be taking a look at a TikTok creator. The channel is called Jack O Lantern Stories, and he's got quite popular recently because of a few videos that he's brought out of paranormal activity happening in his house. Now, he collects a lot of haunted items, so he thinks that might be the source of the paranormal activity. So we're going to have a quick look through 2 or 3 of his videos and see if the paranormal activity is legit or see if there's any jiggery pokery at play. So I've screen recorded a few of his videos and put it into my editing software so we can slow it down and see if we can spot anything. So let's jump straight in.
It's banging in the living room. There's nobody else in the house. I've just been upstairs watching TV. Some of my old haunted objects from the old house are in here.
I can hear some banging there. I can't tell whether they're overlaid or not.
But nothing's ever happened. Hello? Hello? Oh. Whoa. Shit.
Okay, so we've got the TV turning off, we've got the cabinet door opening and a glass coming off the table. So let's go back a few frames.
Hello? Oh.
So one thing I noticed straight away is you can hear him click. You can hear him click his TV remote, and I know that click because I have the same remote and it's the Fire Stick remote. Let's go back. Ready?
Hello?
You hear that click? I know that click a mile off.
Hello? Oh.
Funny that. You hear the click and the TV turns off. In fact, I'll go and get my TV remote so you can hear the click. Okay, so we've got the old Fire Stick remote here. Let's see if we can pick it up on the microphone. Sounds exactly the same. Oh, dear, oh dear. So the fact that we've seen him pretend the TV's getting turned off by a spirit and we've heard him click the remote to turn it off, then we can pretty much assume that everything else in the video is going to be fake.
Hello? Oh. Whoa. Shit. Oh my God.
So basically what he's done here is he's got the old wire. It's just the old wire trick. I have zoomed in and had a look to see if I can see any wire glinting, but you see this effect that he's got playing over. He's got an effect playing over the video, and it's all like grainy lines and like bits of crap popping in and out. And he uses this filter on purpose so he can hide the wire.
Oh my God. What? What the hell? Whoa. I'm not staying in there.
Look at it. Look at that filter he's got over the top. It looks horrible. Not only that, the quality is pretty bad. I would say it's like 720p or maybe slightly lower.
Oh my God. Oh, it's even colder in here. What is that noise? Hello?
I did just think I thought I saw something there though. Yeah, here we go then, guys. So we've got a frame here where we get like a little speck. And that is where the wire is attached to. And you notice when things move, 90% of the time they come towards the person holding the camera, and that's because they're the ones pulling the string. But we can see here, see that little glint there? And then it disappears. There's your culprit. And you notice where the chair is, if the string was tied to that spot, which glinted, if you pull it, that's the exact direction that the chair will move. If the string was attached to that part, which I just highlighted. And I mean, to pick up a wire glint on this light carpet here would be pretty much impossible. But it only takes one frame.
Oh my god. Well, it looks like my objects are back at it again, doesn't it? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? I am getting out of here. What the hell?
Okay, so that's that one done. Let's go on to the second video.
Terrifying footage caught in my own home, believed to be connected to my haunted objects. Watch it. Okay, I've been hearing banging for a good little while now. It comes from the bathroom door over there and then from the front. Do you hear it? Did you hear that?
I mean, how could you not see that at the time? That's the first thing that jumped out to me is the shadow moving under the door.
I'm just literally about to pick something to watch and I can hear banging on the...
There you go. Well, there you go. That proves he's got the fire sticklet, because that's the fire stick menu.
Can you hear it? It's this door. Something as well.
I think he's overlaid those door banging sounds there.
What the fuck? Hello? Hello?
Oh, look, there it goes again, falling towards the cameraman. Let's go back and see if we can see any glints of wire. See, look at all these lines over the screen that he puts over this effect. That's not done for effect, that's done to hide stuff. Yeah, I couldn't see a wire glint on this one, but you can tell how the top part of this kind of swivels round and faces him before it moves, because he's got something tied to it. See it swivel and then come forward? That's because he's probably got it tied to this coat rack thing here. That's why it span round towards him and then come forward. But yeah, couldn't see a wire, but the fact that we've already caught him clicking a remote to turn a TV off and claim it was a ghost, you know everything else is going to be staged. And you notice he's always got the camera on things that are moving as well.
What?
And the cat's not bothered.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Yeah, he's probably thinking, why have you just pulled that rack over, you dick?
I don't know what is going on in here today.
Well, that talking, strange sound that he said was talking is definitely overlaid. And again, that on the windowsill there is just moved. And oh, look, he's happened to be filming it at that exact moment. And I thought I saw string then. Yeah, it's just the artifact in there. I thought there was a string. Well, there is a string attached to it. Yeah, I think you can almost see a tiny little glint there. And that's the direction that it falls as well. But yeah, like I said, always happens when he's filming it and always comes towards him. That string will just be down behind the sofa, underneath the sofa, to his hand. What? Now I walk back into the chair, which was tucked under the table. Yeah, because you were stood right next to it. You just didn't move that yourself. You was literally standing right next to it. Oh, God.
I'm completely on my own in here as well.
Yeah, there was a strange cut there before it cut to this door part. So when the door was banging at the start, there could have actually been somebody out in the hallway because it didn't really sound overlaid. So there could have been someone out in the porchway there banging on the door. And after this weird cut he just did, that gives somebody time to come out of that hallway, shut the door, go off into the other room. And when he starts filming again, he opens the door and obviously gives the impression that there was no one there the whole time. Or somebody could have been in that porchway and just gone out the front door and shut it.
There's no room in here either. What a crazy encounter. Now, I'll give you a bit of backstory. So, folks, I've been waiting to show you that.
We don't need a backstory, mate, because it's fake. Right, let's go on to one more of his videos.
My haunted items have struck again. Just fell asleep on the couch and the bathroom door is repeatedly banging.
It's obviously somebody stood behind the door.
Stop! What was that?
But why? That actually did sound like that was there, so there's definitely somebody there with him.
Stop! What was that?
Yeah, there's somebody there with him that's just said that.
What the fuck?
And when that chair moved then, you can actually hear the fishing line snapping. Listen to it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I think there was actually two lots of fishing line actually stuck to that chair then. You can hear them go tsh, tsh, as they both snap because the chair's too heavy. Listen.
What was that? What the fuck?
You hear the snapping of the line. Notice he didn't go in there properly to check because there's somebody stood in there.
Alexa, stop! Stop!
That can easily be triggered with a phone.
After this, something incredible is caught. I do know what is going on in here today, but there's some kind of an atmosphere as well.
There's somebody behind him. Okay, so there's your third person. But this is apparently a ghost.
What the hell is that? you see that?
Yes, I did. Let's go back. So yeah, that is actually a person. Looks like they're there on their knees doing some, you know, creepy little side look. That was probably the person that was behind the door a second ago moving it. In fact, let me just check something. Yeah, I just wanted to have a look through his Facebook and see if there was anybody on his Facebook that he was in pictures with that kind of resembled that. And there was one person, but I'm not entirely sure it was them. I can't be sure because this is quite fuzzy. But that is definitely somebody there that's knelt down on the floor.
What the hell is that?
And you notice there was a cut there for the person to get up and get out of the way. Let's see if we can find the cut. So there it is, guys. Here is these two frames here. That's where the cut is. Very easy to do. So all he would have had to do is gone, panned round, stopped, gone quick, move out the way. And when the guy had got out of the way, just carried the shot round, and then there would have been nobody there. So all you do is cut out the bit and glue it together, the bit of them moving out of the way, stitch it together, and it looks like one video.
What the hell is that? Did you see that? Recording myself to speak to the camera, I noticed somebody else in the frame with me. It appears to be that of a young boy in a white shirt.
He was your mate.
As you can see, compared to the couch, he looked relatively small. Also, the cats began acting very strangely again, running up to the walls, frantically looking around the room, and although they could see something else that I couldn't, after filming for months, I cannot believe what I've caught.
Yeah, I think he was probably just sat there with one of those little cat dangly toy things going like that. Oh dear. Okay guys, so that is a quick look at Jack O'Lantern Stories TikTok videos. I can see why they're done quite well on TikTok, because they're fairly cool videos, but yeah, they're fake. I mean, using string, video cutting effects, and people just hid around doing stuff. Now, there was a few times I did capture the wire glint on the chair on the first video, but there was a few instances of things moving where I couldn't see the wire. But it is so hard to do when the quality of the video is so bad and he's got that fucking horrible old school effect plastered over the top of it. It makes it hard to see him, and that's exactly why they add these effects and make the resolution lower, so it's hard to spot the flaws. But yeah, the first video, I would have found it quite hard to debunk until I heard the click of the TV there. Such a distinctive type click. It's that was what gave him away. So, you know, anything that's happened after that, you know that he's staged. So then it's just a case of, you know, trying to explain how he would have done it. But yeah, just a quick one today. That is a look at Jack O'Lantern Stories. Take care, and I will see you again on the next one.